What's up, my party people? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome or welcome back to my vlog channel. Today I am filming a little book haul. I figured it's been almost a month since I did my birthday book haul. I've accumulated a nice little stack here. Let's talk about the books I bought recently or the books I was sent recently, because actually a lot of these were sent from either you lovely people or from book publishers, which is very exciting. I have never been sent books before from publishers, so this is a new territory for me and I feel pretty special. We've got a lot of genres. We've got romance, we've got thriller, we've got nonfiction, we've even got a children's book. So let's just go ahead and hop in. Woo! Hello, I am here with a brief little interruption on today's video to talk about today's sponsor. I am so happy that Book of the Month wants to sponsor me on yet another video. If you're unfamiliar, Book of the Month is a super popular and fast-growing online book service for readers. Their mission is to help promote new and emerging authors and to also help readers find books that they love. Their team vets hundreds of books every month and gives readers their choice from a curated selection of new and sometimes early release titles. I also love it because it is risk-free, and if the book picks that month just aren't speaking to you, you can skip any month you'd like and you won't be charged. They are also running a huge enrollment special in May where you can get your first book for just $5 with the code FLOWERS. $5 for a brand new release hardcover fiction. That is a deal you literally can't beat. Also, if physical books aren't your style, you can now opt and get audiobooks instead. So you can download the Book of the Month app and have all your audiobooks with you on the go. So whether you're more of a physical reader or an audiobook listener, Book of the Month now has you covered. Now let me show you the two books that I got for my May Book of the Month. The first book that I picked was The Last Word by Taylor Adams. This is a mystery thriller about a reader who leaves a negative review on a book and then notices that the author does not react very kindly to this review, and that the author might even be a little bit touchy or very dangerous. I feel like that is such an interesting dynamic to explore in a mystery thriller. It's kind of like the reverse of Misery by Stephen King, so I'm very interested to check this out. And then I also couldn't pass up on Did You Hear About Kitty Carr by Crystal Smith Paul. This is a book that talks about old Hollywood glamour and the seductive draw of showbiz. Such good picks this month. I cannot wait to read them. So make sure you go get your first Book of the Month for just $5 with the code FLOWERS. Thanks again to Book of the Month for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to your regularly scheduled programming. I want to start with the books that were sent from my Amazon wishlist by you lovely people. So first we have My Sister the Serial Killer by Oyinkan Braithwaite. I'm probably butchering the author's name and I am so sorry for that. This was sent from Emma. Emma, if you're watching this, thank you. I love you. I am actually so excited to read this. This has been on my wishlist for the longest time. That's a title. I want to read that. I actually don't even remember what this is about because I read the synopsis so long ago, but I know it's about our main character and her sister is apparently a serial killer. And I'm pretty sure the sister gets like warped up into helping her sister like get rid of bodies and stuff like that. I don't know. What I do know is that it is just over 200 pages and that I can't wait to read it. So thank you again to Emma for sending this to me. Super excited about that. And then Miss Lorna sent me When Breath Becomes Air by Paul Kalanithi. Oh my gosh, Lorna, this was seriously so nice to receive, so thank you. This is one of the most popular memoirs, I feel like. I see everyone talk about how amazing this is. Basically, it follows Paul, and he was studying to become a doctor when he got a very severe cancer diagnosis and kind of knew that he was going to die. So he wrote this kind of during that time, and I think it just talks a lot about life, about grief, about the interesting dynamic of studying for years and years to become a doctor to help cure these kinds of diseases and then ending up dying very young because of it and never really getting to do everything that he planned. And it just sounds like it's gonna emotionally fuck me up. Yeah, it's gonna emotionally fuck me up. Heavy books like this, I only pick up every once in a while because usually I'm just not emotionally ready. But when I am emotionally ready, I'm very excited to read this. It also has deckled edges. This hardcover edition is gorgeous. I've only seen the paperback. I'm a deckled edge apologist. I love deckled edges. So thank you again to both Emma and Lorna for sending me those books. Now let's talk about my Fairy Loot box. I think this was my March Fairy Loot book. And I'm not kidding you guys, this might be the prettiest book I own. at least like it's up in the top 5. This is The Foxglove King by Hannah Whitten. Not only is the cover gorgeous, but I think that these might be some of the best sprayed edges I've ever seen. Like, look at that floral print. We also have art on the end pages. Stunning. This gorgeous smoky design on the physical hardcover and a reverse dust jacket. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding? Oh, and it's signed. It's like every cool little design choice you could make regarding a book, they did it with this one. I need to pick this up. I have no idea what it's about. I don't like to read the blurbs for my fantasy reads. I like to just kind of go in pretty blind. But if you've read this and you liked it, comment below and let me know, because I need motivation to pick this up. Also, this might be weird, but the font is like very large, and I love that. I love when a font is like a little bit bigger than normal. Very happy about that. Next, let's talk about the romance reads that Read Forever Publishing sent over. So shout out to Read Forever Publishing. You blessed my mail with a bunch of books, and I'm so grateful. The first book that they sent over was Abby Jimenez's Yours Truly. This just came out, I believe, April 11th or something. And so this is her newest release. I have yet to read anything by Abby Jimenez, but I've heard amazing things. So I'm super happy that I have a copy of this. Dr. Brianna Ortiz life is seriously flatlining. Her divorce is just about finalized, her brother's running out of time to find a kidney donor, and that promotion she wants, oh, that's probably going to the new man doctor who's already registering 80-7 on Brianna's pain in my ass scale. But just when all systems are set to hate, Dr. Jacob Maddox completely flips the game by sending Brianna a letter. And it's a really good letter. Like the kind that proves that Jacob isn't actually Satan. Worse, he might be this fantastically funny and subversively likable guy who's terrible at first impressions, because suddenly he and Bri are exchanging letters, sharing lunch dates in her sob closet, and discussing the merits of freakishly tiny horses. But when Jacob decides to give Brianna the best gift imaginable, a kidney for her brother, she wonders just how she can resist this quietly sexy new doctor, especially when he calls in a favor she can't refuse. Ooh. Okay, I love that they start to get to know each other through letters. That's one of my like favorite tropes, is when people meet either through like messages, letters, before they really get to know each other in person. I love that. And a hot doctor who has a kidney to spare, sign me up. Next, we have Behind the Scenes by Corelia Sets Waters. I'm so excited about this. Okay, this is a sapphic romance. Our main character, Rose, creates incredibly tactile, if surprisingly sexy, mindfulness videos. And the person at Read Forever Publishing pitched this as she's basically an ASMR artist. And so this is a sapphic romance where the main character makes ASMR videos. If this is somehow your first time stumbling into me on the internet, hello, my name is Haley. I do vlog here on my second channel, but I actually have a main channel where I mostly post ASMR content. So if you're into that, go subscribe. But yeah, when I heard that there was ASMR representation out in the romance book universe, I knew I had to read this. So I'm very excited about that. I also received Before I Let Go by Kendi Ryan. I have seen this everywhere. I feel like Kendi Ryan has blown up so much within the past like 6 months, and this is her newest release. I believe it follows a marriage in turmoil sort of plot, which I honestly have not read any marriage in turmoil romance books, but I think I would like them because I do love like a good second chance romance. I have been wanting to read something from Kendi Ryan for a while now, and I did try and pick up Grip, which is like a novella of hers, and I just couldn't get into it. So I need some motivation. I need a little extra push, a little extra oomph. But I'm excited. And lastly, Read Forever Publishing sent over In a New York Minute by Kate Spencer. This is a new release, I'm pretty sure, and I haven't read the synopsis. I don't know anything about it, except for I'm assuming it takes place in New York. I sure as hell hope it takes place in New York, or else this is just really inaccurate advertising. I will say though, I love this cover. I feel like it's giving me the spring summer vibes that I just need in my life. So okay, next we have a nonfiction book that is actually a repurchase. So I did already own a copy of this on my shelf, but it'll make sense as to why I purchased another. So this is Crying in H Mart by Michelle Zauner. I accidentally got like a pretty messed up copy, but whatever. This is the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. It has like the French doors, which are really nice. Another sad memoir that deals with grief and loss. This one specifically talks about Michelle's experience losing her mother and how things like food and cooking really tie her back to her mom. So yeah, I actually did already own a copy of this, and I ordered this months ago, and I was on Amazon and I was just looking, you know, and I was like, oh, I want to get this in paperback. So I clicked paperback, I checked out, I paid, it shipped, it came to my house, and when it got here, it was the large print edition. I know earlier I said that I like larger print in books, but like not this large. I actually think large print editions are really, really nice and amazing for people that might have visual issues. But for me personally, I would much rather have just like the standard paperback. So yeah, Amazon likes to do this funny thing where if the paperback has not yet been released for a book, they will just count the large print edition as the paperback. And I just didn't happen to catch that before I bought it. So I will be donating this to my local used bookstore, and instead I'll be keeping this copy. Next, we have a children's book. This was highly recommended by Chloe Bunny here on YouTube. She talks about this book all the time. I was watching one of her reading vlogs and she like reread it and was just raving about it, and I saw it on like a buy one get one 50% off table, and so I snagged it up. This is The Little Prince. This is like a classic children's story, I feel like, and so many people love it, but I've never read it. So I'm gonna read it soon and add it to my children's book collection, and hopefully I love it as much as Chloe did. I might also film like a reading you to sleep video where I read this over on my ASMR channel. Let me know if you want to see that. The last book that I bought, I definitely did not need to buy because it is on Kindle Unlimited, so I could have just read it for free on my Kindle, but I have a problem, so here we are. It's Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. I have wanted to own this because I just love this cover so much. I love the way that these books look on the shelf. Once Hellbent comes out in a paperback, you bet I'm gonna buy that shit too. But I had an excuse for picking up the physical copy because I think I'm gonna do a video where I read my subscribers' favorite books. So I asked on my Instagram for people to send me their favorite books, and Mayana, who's also actually a booktuber, she sent over Ninth House, and so I want to read this soon for that potential video. And that was enough of a reason for me to buy this. That is sexual to me. This is pure sex appeal. Okay, that is it for today's book haul. Those are all the books that I've accumulated over the past like 2 weeks. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you're currently reading right now, what books you just bought, what's on your TBR. Give me all the juicy details in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video. I'm sending you lots of love and light. Goodbye.